Hi, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Lectors Training on Sunday Readings. Today we'll prepare for the readings of February 21, the first Sunday of Lent. Let me first read a few texts from our reference books. In the first reading, your tone for the introduction should signal that good news is coming. Don't rush this section. The naming of the creatures reveals God's compassion for all creation. The voice of God is strong and loving here. Speak slowly and with great emphasis when you say, "There shall not be another flood." The sign of the bow is offered as if to remove any doubt. Bow is short for rainbow. The words, "I set my bow," are offered as a guarantee. Let your earnest voice and attitude become the bow promising unending fidelity. Remember, red lines suggest you raise your voice or stress the words. Yellow lines suggest you look at the assembly. Look at the assembly also in the middle and at the end of every thought and sentence. 1 slash means a short pause. 2 slashes mean a longer pause. First reading. A reading from the book of Genesis. God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "See, I am now establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you, all the birds and the various tame and wild animals that were with you and came out of the ark. I will establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all bodily creatures be destroyed by the waters of a flood. There shall not be another flood to devastate the earth." God added, "This is the sign that I am giving for all ages to come, of the covenant between me and you, and every living creature with you. I set my bow in the clouds to serve as a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow appears in the clouds, I will recall the covenant I have made between me and you and all living beings, so that the waters shall never again become flood to destroy all mortal beings." The word of the Lord. Responsorial Psalm. The response is, "Your ways, O Lord, are love and truth to those who keep your covenant. Your ways, O Lord, make known to me. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are God, my Savior. Your ways, O Lord, are love and truth to those who keep your covenant. Remember that your compassion, O Lord, and your love are from of old. In your kindness remember me, because of your goodness, O Lord. Your ways, O Lord, are love and truth to those who keep your covenant. Good and upright is the Lord. Thus he shows sinners the way. He guides the humble to justice, and he teaches the humble his way. Your ways, O Lord, are love and truth to those who keep your covenant. In the second reading, the text opens like a hymn of praise. Give it that elevated quality. Contrast put to death with brought to life. Emphasize the Noah reference to make explicit the connection with the first reading. Give the final lines an exalted quality befitting the one who reigns over the angelic host. Second reading. A reading from the first letter of Saint Peter. Beloved, Christ suffered for sins once, the righteous for the sake of the unrighteous, that he might lead you to God. Put to death in the flesh, he was brought to life in the Spirit. In it, he also went to preach to the spirits in prison, who had once been disobedient, while God patiently waited in the days of Noah during the building of the ark, in which a few persons, 8 in all, were saved through water. This prefigured baptism, which saves you now. It is not a removal of dirt from the body, but an appeal to God for a clear conscience through the resurrection of Jesus Christ, who has gone into heaven and is at the right hand of God, with angels, authorities, and powers subject to him. The word of the Lord. Verse before the Gospel, one does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes forth from the mouth of God. That's it, brothers and sisters. Thank you. Join me again next week for the readings of February 28, the second Sunday of Lent. Until then, goodbye and God bless.